As of 1 p.m. today, the Kingdom of Erusia has declared war on the Ocean Federation. As soon as the news broke out, enemy aircraft began bombing Ocean territory, causing widespread destruction. The Air Defense Force has released a statement saying this violent attack was carried out by drones. They speculate the drones were secretly transported to Osia in shipping containers and launched remotely. The Secretary of the Navy has stated that the enemy was targeting naval ports across the country. According to the Secretary, all of the nation's aircraft carriers, including one still under construction, sustained severe damage in the attacks. We have yet to hear back from the department as to the fate of Ocean carriers currently at sea. Hold on, I just received breaking news. The International Space Elevator, which is being built in southern Erusia, has been seized by the Erusian army. Reports say former President Harling was touring the site at the time, but his current whereabouts are unknown. Our sources in government tell us it was Harling's policies regarding the space elevator that caused economic frictions in the area, and which ultimately led to this war. Located near Erusia, on the continent of Erusia, the space elevator has been under construction for some time now. The Executive Office of the Ocean Federation has declared a national state of emergency.
Kayak ceritanya Gundam 00 ada space elevator juga.
To mobilize and make the necessary preparations to launch an immediate counterattack. Ladies and gentlemen, our country is officially at war. Stay tuned for further updates.
Breaking news from ENN. Osia launched an attack on the capital today, striking Farbanti from their aircraft carrier, the Kestrel II. After a brutal battle, the Erusian Air Force successfully repelled them. During the air raid, the Ocean Air Force fired missiles at the city and managed to shoot down a number of Erusian fighters. Some of the disabled planes then crashed into residential areas.
The world was screwed. 20 years ago, the Earth got slammed by an asteroid. Erusia was on the wrong side of the planet and got hit.
20 tahun lalu ada ini katanya meteor.
The Erusian Republic, the biggest country on the continent, plunging it into chaos.
Meteornya menghantam Erusia.
One they had no hope of winning. That's the war my dad fought and died in. The biggest nations from two continents went head to head, and the so-called righteous Oceans struck the deal that ended it. They fancied themselves the only nation that could bring peace and stability to the world. They even tried saving the Erusians, still suffering from the disaster.
Justru Ocean lah yang sebenarnya membantu sebenarnya.
Stretching way up into the sky, ended up being built in Erusia, paid for by the Oceans.
Ocean juga yang membangun
President Harling said he did it out of
elevator
compassion
itu.
for his fellow humans.
Space elevator.
But to the folks in Erusia, it looked like Osia was moving in to take over.
Tapi setelah dibangun,
Erusia went from being a republic
Osia mau ngambil alih. Terus
when they started this new war, they managed to get the drop on everyone. The second the declaration hit the news, Erusian forces took control of the space elevator without spilling a single drop of blood.
Di Rusia padahal udah dibantu sama
President Harling was touring the elevator when it happened and
dia malah mau mengambil alih space elevator.
While that was going on, the Erusian ships that were docked all around Osia released a swarm of drone fighters they had hidden on board.
Ngembangin pesawat drone di Rusia ya.
No one thought they were capable of doing what they did that day. With pinpoint accuracy, they managed to take out everything that was military, and not a single civilian was hurt in the process. Osia pissed lots of people off with their huge military presence around the world. Erusia didn't have the same reach, but they could hit their targets faster and cleaner.
Ini pesawatnya Eurasia ini, Eurasia.
I just so happened to be in my flying drag racer.
Flashback lagi nih. Saat pertama kali nerbangin pesawat.
In case you were wondering.
Selamat deh.
I survived. I crashed in a bombed out Ocean Air Force base. Then got arrested for breaking wartime aviation laws or some crap. The world went from being at peace to being at war.
Pas di daerah
all
Osia.
in the blink of an eye.
Tapi Osia ya yang dituduh menyerang duluan itu sama Rusia.
I was tried, found guilty, and stuffed into a cargo ship. For company, I had some court-martialed soldiers. And remember those mothballed planes I told you about before? They were loaded on the ship too. We headed off down south for several days, and then swung east. That's how I got here. I was thousands of kilometers from Arusha on the opposite side of the Yusian continent. For a port, it was dull as hell. It had 3 rusty patrol boats, and the base? The fences were topped with razor wire, the tower had a searchlight and machine guns, and a truck with a gun turret was parked in front of the gate. Its gun was aimed at the yard. This was a prison.
Penjara.
This place looked like a full-on base, but half the tanker trucks were just big balloons, and the runways weren't even paved. Just painted on the dirt.
Truknya dari balon itu
The whole
untuk
place was
mengelabui
just one
pesawat
big
ya.
fat lie. The only reason I was here is because they knew I'd restored a supersonic plane.
Dianggap berbahaya ini si cewek ini yang namanya Avi ini
that they could park on the fake
karena
runway.
bisa
Can you believe
merakit
that shit?
pesawat.
So, I tried to escape.
Terus berupaya melarikan
They
diri,
found out.
tapi
and
berhasil
set the
ditangkap.
dogs on me.
Misi 2, serang. Wah, sama aja.
Current target is on rails, but there's still military vehicles and anti-air weaponry. Destroy the target. But HQ has made it clear that no harm should come to civilians and no damage is to be done to public facilities.
Jangan hancurin ini ya, public fasilitas sama sivilian ya, warga sipil.
Do you have visual on the anti-air radar vehicles? They should be close. Yep.
Pakai rifle lah yang saya tak bisa nih bos.
Intercept! Fire the AA! Get the radar vehicle out of there! Shit, where are the damn interceptors?
It's popping off now, Trigger. The war has officially begun.
Jangan terlalu rendah bos. Udah keluar misilnya.
Missile away. Vehicle down.
Anti-air radar vehicle's been destroyed! They're going for the radar car!
They've got their anti-air guns aimed right at us.
Steady! We're being attacked by enemy aircraft!
Nah,
The nearest airbase hasn't got any fighters.
pelan aja, ngerem.
Target destroyed. 5 to go.
Get the fighters out there! Protect the radar vehicle! We're using the containers now.
Target destroyed.
Those weapons are meant for tactical flexibility.
Belum hancur bos. Udah hancur bos.
We can't wait any longer. We need interceptors now.
H2 locked.
Locked on. Where's our support? If we don't get some fighters soon, the whole base is gone.
Lewat satu ya. Tenang. Oleng kapten.
Fox 2.
Terima kasih bos Tian. Mana misil? Udah lewat misilnya.
Targeting gun range. Enemy's barely resisting. This is easy money, so grab it while you
Belum
can.
hancur bos.
Lockdown bandit.
Belum hancur ya. Baru
Target
hancur.
destroyed. 3 to go. Continue to engage at your discretion.
Tuh, sasaran berikutnya.
Interceptors inbound. Prepare to engage in 30 seconds.
Mana yang lebih dekat ya?
Trickle down. Okay, recruits. Pay attention to who's on what side. The new newest IFF is connected to our entire force via satellites. It's reliable.
Udah hancur.
Trust your radars.
Locked on target.
2 targets remaining.
Strikes are flawless. We're done for. That radar was just about to go online.
Mana misil?
Too fast. Base was too far from Allied territory.
Wow, itu misil musuh berhasil di ini ya. Pakai flare tadi ya.
H2, box 2.
Trigger, there's one more to go.
Awas jatuh. Tuh, tinggal satu.
Enemy missile detected. Evading. Command to stand its ass.
Locked. That was the last radar vehicle.
Oh, yeah.
Good work.